It was meant to be a very chilled vibe. It was nothing meant to be not big party at all. It was very chilled. About 8 o'clock, he was looking to make his way home. They were going to go from there to Shimmy, and he went to take out a selfie, last minute selfie on the water overflow, and he slipped. He fell. I heard my friend, shouting, "He's fallen! He's fallen! He's fallen!" I came running out, and I didn't really see where at first he was until I actually went to the pool area. He was lying on his back, a slightly raised step. His head had landed on a step on the roof of another building below us. He was completely sprawled out, bleeding at the back of his head, and it was terrifying to see. He had blood coming out of his face as well. And my immediate thought was he wasn't breathing, so obviously I can do CPR as a trainer, so I didn't really think much about it, to be honest. I found the lowest point, and I just jumped about 5 meters. I knew I'd hurt myself. I didn't know I'd hurt myself so badly. When I landed quite hard. I instantly hurt the snap through my ankle and my leg. It was quite bad. I tried to stand. It was just a lot of grinding, so I ended up crawling across to him. When I got to him, I noticed he was breathing, but he was choking his own blood. The sound was terrible, to be honest. It's very hard to forget that sound, and I didn't want to move him too much, knowing he might have neck damage. So I just tilted his head slightly to the side, just to change the blood flow away from his mouth, and stabilize him. I got a blanket thrown down. I kept him warm while I was waiting for help to come. I must have been 2 hours waiting to get any sort of help at all. Obviously, he was the focus, and rightfully so. This guy was fighting for his life on the roof. So my ankle, when they looked at it, was probably about this big at some stage. It had completely blown up. I actually thought it was going to pop. It was so sore. Eventually, I got given some morphine on the roof. They gave me 3 doses of 5 mils, which didn't help me at all. My body just burned through it. And then we had to get craned off, and it became a really, really big procedure, to be honest. I was on the roof for about 3.5 hours. It was nice to hear that me tilting his head did help, but apparently he would have drowned in his blood. He had swallowed quite a lot of blood already, so he's gonna make a full recovery. He's got a couple of skull fractures, but it looks like no brain damage. His eye socket will be okay. He's got no major fractures or breaks. He's miraculously gonna make a full recovery. I believe his parents are here now, and they flew in from Australia. They were on holiday in South America actually. They want to fly, and they want to meet me as well while they're here, as his girlfriend. She's flown from Australia, and I would like to meet him. I've had his mates coming back every day to see me while they've been here, so they've been really great. It's been a great response, to be fair. When he fell, the response from everyone was so quick. The paramedics, the help, it was, you hear of horror stories in South Africa all the time, but you don't hear the good stories, and it was really amazing to see people pulling together. There was a trauma surgeon who was 2 houses down, and he was the first guy there to help me, to help this guy, and he was incredible. He was such a calming influence, and he just took control with minimal things around him to help him. And then the paramedics came, and they just worked as a team. It was really incredible to see, I'll be honest with you. Well, I've had 3 knee operations. When I was playing in Turkey, I did my right knee, my posterior cruciate, and that was about 20 months rehab in total. To be fair, I don't think that was as bad as this. This is quite a bad break and fracture, as well as a dislocation. So due to the area, it's been dislocated and broken. It's damaged ligaments. I don't really know the rehab course of it, but I know that'll be minimum 3 months on crutches, non-bearing. I'll then have to get the range of movement back in my ankle, get the foot moving again slowly, progressively. I'll have complete muscle atrophy, so I'll have no muscles there. I'll have to build them up again from scratch, and then slowly get going again. It's going to be frustrating. I can still fortunately train my upper body, but I'll have no way of doing cardio. So it's going to be trying to be difficult. It's my line of work now as a trainer. My line of work as a trainer is to inspire those around me, to help change their lives. So there'll be a spin-off foot. They'll be seeing me training through my hardships, which is nice for my clients to see, But it's going to be a difficult road. If you're going to take a selfie, please make sure you know your environment around you. People call me Superman or Batman, and Batman was always taught to mind his surroundings. So anything you do, guys, at any stage, wherever you are, you always make sure you know what you're doing and where you're doing it. You don't want to take chances because accidents happen so quickly. This guy wasn't negligent. He wasn't being stupid. He literally went to take a selfie. He kicked away a lilo, and he happened to slip in a very slippery area, and he fell down 3 stories. It can happen so fast, and we always think it won't happen to us. I never thought I'd be a guy jumping 5 meters. So you have to give a guy potentially CPR, mouth to mouth, and it was there, So I think we have to look at it as a very real situation for all of us, and to make sure that if we are going to do anything, to stay calm before we do anything.